My name is Nadine Marsh-Carter. I am president of Children's Home Society of Virginia, and as a result of the Pat Asch Fellowship, I was able to meet with leaders across the country to explore the concept of equity and how it is defined, applied, measured, and impacted in communities around our country. We literally changed our methodology or tweaked our methodology of service delivery as a result of my research, because we found better ways to do what we do. And isn't that, as a community that's charged with serving the most vulnerable, those with greatest promise, isn't that our charge, to always find out a way to do it better, more effectively, more impactfully? The fellowship was important to me both on a professional and a personal level. Professionally, my topic, exploring equity and how it impacts philanthropy, fits right in alignment with what I do. I work with a nonprofit that serves the communities that are most impacted by inequities and racial injustice. And so it gave me an opportunity to learn how I could be a better professional, a better leader, and a more empathetic servant to the folks our organization works with every day. And then on a personal level, it allowed me to learn something that I'm deeply passionate about, to find out how others are exploring equity and inclusion, and also to travel a bit at a time in my life when I had experienced a loss. And so really felt that this was a good way to exhale, recharge, learn, and expand my contacts professionally at the same time. During my fellowship year, the thing that surprised me the most is how some things still haven't changed. And I want to elaborate on what that means. I grew up in a family that was very much on the forefront of the civil rights movement. One of my father's first cases out of law school was Brown versus Board of Education. He did the Prince Edward County component of that case. And for years, as a child, as a young adult, I watched the civil rights struggle move ahead and make progress and win small victories, take 3 steps forward, maybe 1 step back. And yet when I did this research and when I engaged in the fellowship, I recognized that so many things have yet to change. And that was a wow moment for me. The language may be a little different, but some of the challenges remain, and some of the successes, the ways you address those challenges, are still universally effective and impactful. And at the end of the day, it comes down to empathy and stepping up as a leader instead of just posturing for what you think is right, of engaging the community that you're trying to serve and hearing their voice, of recognizing that equity and equality and inclusion are win-win-win for everyone. And the fact that those things haven't changed and that we're still battling them was a little discouraging for me. And yet seeing the creative way this generation of leaders is addressing that was so inspiring. Like, it made me hopeful. It's deeper than just a wonderful learning opportunity, a professional growth. That's why I say it's life enriching, because it recognizes the power and impact of women as a holistic being, and not just a professional. A professional is important, but not often do you find fellowships that give you that time to build professionally while also feeding your soul and your spirit so that you can give back even more. And I think as women, we often want to give back and give back and give back and don't recharge ourselves. This is a fellowship that's extraordinary in that it allows you to do both.